Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I have a really great project video for you guys today. It's going to be featuring the January Planner Society kit as well as their additional washi kits and like sticker kits. So this is a subscription that you can sign up for from the Planner Society. It comes with so many great goodies that you can use, and what I really love about these kits is that it kind of inspires you to really try to create. It doesn't matter what type of project that you have in mind, but when I received my kits, it just made me feel the urge to create something. And I love that these kits come with all of the necessary products and tools that you would need in order to create different types of projects for either your planners, your scrapbooks, whatever it is that you enjoy doing. So to start off, I'm just grabbing my bottle of sequins there. I'm going to be creating my very first shaker dashboard. So this is something that I learned how to do actually from Christy herself. She has a video on how to create these shaker dashboards. And this is my very first time doing it, so I'm really excited. I'm just kind of grabbing a journaling card here and my little tape runner in order to adhere some tape there so that I can just kind of glue it and lay it right on top of the cutout that I created with the scrapbooking paper. So I'm going ahead and just laying that down, and then I'm just going to go and take a look at the different type of die cuts that were included in the kit. I kind of picked out this adorable planner girl. I think she looks really cute in the corner there. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue her down as well. So you can see me there. I'm just using my tape runner. It's the easiest method for me to be able to glue those down there. Alright, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to eyeball the different washi tapes there. I'm going to go with the blue one because I think it really pops against the black and the yellow background. So I'm just tearing some pieces of washi tape from the roll there and then just laying that down as well for an additional embellishment. And I put one on the bottom as well just to kind of even it out a bit. Alright, so now what I'm doing here is I'm just gonna go ahead and insert it into my little pocket sleeve. This is the same type of pocket sleeve that I use for my sticker binders. You can find these at Target, Amazon. I get mine from Amazon just because it's a little bit cheaper there. So I'm just putting it down on the corner there since it already gives me basically two fused edges already. Alright, so you can see that I'm laying it down in the corner there as close as I can get it. And in order to protect my desk, really, since this is my first time using a fuse tool, I don't want to damage my desk at all. So I'm just really looking for any type of protection that I can put on my desk. What I ended up doing was just picking out an extra Amazon box that I had laying around. I kind of just ripped one of the flaps off so that I can use it as just basically something to put under my pocket sleeve before I fuse the sleeve without damaging my desk. Yeah, so you can see there I literally just ripped off a piece of the box. So just use whatever you have laying around. That's what I ended up doing. And I'm kind of just going in and freehanding this. It is my first time using a fuse tool, so you'll see where I just didn't have it very straight and as clean as one would probably like to have it. But considering this is my first time using a fuse tool, I'm quite proud of what I was able to create. Alright, so I'm kind of just flipping it around, trying to see what would be the easiest way for me to fuse the pocket sleeve together. But you'll see that I just went ahead and freehanded that, and now I'm just placing my tool down on the little stand that it comes with to protect the heated tip from touching anything there. So there it is. You can see that I successfully finished my first basic fuse there. Now I'm just going to go ahead and grab the sequins that I have that were included with the kit, And I'm just going to go ahead and just drop that in and make sure that they're kind of going in on the right side there. I want it in the front where I can be able to see, where I will be able to see the sequins, excuse me. And actually this was the part where I kind of struggled a bit, only because I couldn't get a hold of the sequins on the bottom like I wanted it to, so I was kind of just shaking it around like crazy there. But yeah, what I ended up doing was trying to find anything I could use to kind of like push the little sequins that were stuck down. So I ended up using my flap, and then the flap was too weak and flimsy, so I ended up just grabbing a pencil and just poking the sequins down so that I could get them on the bottom there. Yeah, the little green one was giving me a little bit of trouble, so I ended up just grabbing a pencil. I don't know why I didn't think of just grabbing a pencil in the first place. There we go. Okay, so I kind of just took a look at everything, and I decided I kind of want a little bit more sequins. I kind of just want to be able to shake it around and see the sequins moving around. So I ended up just grabbing some more and doing the same thing I did before. I just dropped them in. There was one little lone wolf there that kind of got away from the rest of them, but you'll see that I pick them back up and put them back into my shaker dashboard as well. Okay, so that looks really great. I love the way that it's looking. The next thing that I have to do is to go ahead and put that little extra flap that I had. I used Christie's method. I kind of just trimmed a little bit there so that when I put this side in and I fuse it, this will be the area that I punched the holes in. And I think it just looks really cute that way, kind of having that additional flap. So, but since the first fuse line that I did wasn't as straight as I would have liked it, it was a little bit hard for me to line up that flap so that it would be straight and as close to a fused edge as I could get it. So this time around I did what Christy did. I flipped it around, trying to see if it would be easier for me to see where I'm fusing, but again, it was my first time using a fuse tool, so it wasn't as neat and clean as I would have liked it, but I was still really happy with the results. I ended up grabbing that little kind of metal ruler that you see there that comes with the Becky Higgins Project Life fuse tool. I tried using it, but I felt like I couldn't get the tip of the fuse close enough to the pocket sleeve so that I was able to fuse the two sides together. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but I tried it, I ran it through, it just didn't seem like it was, I guess, touching the pocket sleeve close enough like I wanted it to, so I ended up just tossing that aside and going back in freehand again. Alright, so the last thing I have to do is to fuse the top. That way I can shake around my shaker dashboard without the sequins actually falling out of the pocket sleeve. So that was the last step there. I kind of just had to fuse that last top and then just trim the edges so that I would have my shaker dashboard. I think it's so cute, and I love how my first shaker dashboard turned out. I'm already thinking of other things that I could create with my fuse tool. I'm really excited that I picked this up. Alright, so here you'll see that I'm just going to go ahead and trim those sides before punching the holes onto that extra flap that I had fused in. Alright, so the last thing I have to do is to go ahead and punch my holes. The punch hole that I'm using is called a Rapesco punch. You can see I kind of just took off the section that kind of holds the little circles together, but I'm just lining up my divider that I created just to make sure that I'm punching it at the same, I guess, measurements as my dividers. Yeah, so that's a punch that I got from Amazon. You can find one there, but I'm sure that Michaels actually sells them as well. These have gold ones. They now have like a turquoise A5 size one too. So if you're looking for a punch, definitely check out Michaels or Amazon. And there you have it, my very first shaker dashboard. I love how it turned out, and as you can see, I still have a ton of sequins left for more projects that I would like to make. I'm really excited about that. I love that it comes with more than enough. Alright, so the next thing I have that I created is basically like a washi tape holder for on the go. I decided that I really like the black checkered pattern. I think it would really look nice in one of my planner pockets. The only thing I have to do is to laminate it before kind of rolling my washi tape around it. That way it wouldn't stick to the paper and adhere to it, and then when I go to use it, peel some of the paper off. I'm just going through and grabbing the dividers that I created as well, so that I can laminate those and protect them in my planner as well. Alright, so this is a swing line laminator that I purchased from Amazon during one of their like daily deals or lightning deals around the holidays. I believe I paid maybe $15–20 for this laminator, and it is my first time using it, so I was just double checking to make sure that it was on and ready, which is why you saw a little bit of my hair there. I was just double checking. So the laminator pouches that I have are also from Swingline. They're not very thick. They're the perfect, I would say, width for projects like this, like where you're laminating dividers and little washi tape holders. It's nice and thin, just adds a great protective layer for your projects. So I went ahead and fit in 2 dividers as well as my washi tape holder. You can see I'm kind of just adjusting things around just to make sure there's enough room for all 3. And then I'm just going to run it through my laminator. I kind of ran it in twice just to make sure it was nice and laminated the way I would like it to be. It was my first time using this laminator as well. I just wanted to make sure that it was laminated the way it was supposed to be laminated. So this kind of takes a little bit of time here. It goes through very, very slowly. If you're doing this at home, that you could use this time to maybe just prepare the next laminator pouch with the next dividers that you have to laminate, because it does go through extremely slow. I also think it's really cool how the laminator pouches are like milky and foggy at first, but once you run it through the laminator, it turns clear, which is like really cool to see. I don't laminate things very often, so I just was really surprised. I was like, whoa. I don't know how that works out. Maybe it's just something with the heat, but it's really cool. So there you can see that everything is laminated, but I do run it through a second time just to kind of make sure that everything is in good order, everything's okay. Well, since it is my first time, I kind of just wanted to be safe and play it the safe way. So now, as this is going through a second time, I'm just unplugging my fuse tool, making sure I put it aside where it's safe without damaging anything. So I'm just kind of figuring out what to do while I wait for this to run through a second time. So I just went ahead and unplugged that so I could let it cool off before storing it at a safe place. Alright, so now that everything is nice and laminated, the last thing I have to do is to just cut out the pieces that I laminated. So I kind of go in with my large Fiskars scissors there to kind of just do the big cuts, and then I do grab my detail stick scissors, which are a little bit thinner and smaller, so that I can really get around the edges that I need to get around, such as like the tabs that I have for my dividers there. So I'm just quickly trimming them making sure that I'm not trimming too close to the edge so that everything is still nice and laminated without the lamination lifting. Alright, so now that everything is nice and trimmed, the last thing I have to do is wrap my washi tape around my little washi tape holder for on-the-go trips. I'm kind of just picking out how I want to layer the washi onto my little washi tape holder, and I'm wrapping each washi roll around about 5 times. I think that's a great amount for my on-the-go projects in case I just need washi tape for some planning. I won't have to store those super big, thick rolls of washi somewhere in a pouch and carry that along, because I'll have my cute little washi tape holder in one of my planner pockets, which is perfect for my on-the-go planning. So there you can see I'm just kind of rolling the washi tape roll around my little washi tape holder. Again, I'm doing 5 times for each roll. Alright, so that really completes all of the projects that I had planned to make today. The very last thing that I have to do is just to go in with my hole punch. This is a single hole punch that I literally got from Walmart for all of my dividers that I laminated. What I did was I actually ended up punching all of my dividers before laminating, so I had to kind of go in with my single punch and punch the holes a second time around to make sure that the holes were there after I laminated my dividers. But here I'm just kind of putting everything back into my planner. You can see my little washi tape holder for on the go. I think it looks really cute in my planner pocket. But yeah, that's everything. I really hope you enjoyed watching my project video. Please stay tuned for more, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for all of the support. Have a great week.